何をしようとしている。どこへ行こうというんだ。うつろはざる者。そうだというのか。違う。人はそんなに汚れてはいない。
あなたは誰なの？
Can I just say that ages ago when this first came out, at the time, that intro even, sorry, blew me. Hey, just because I like the intro doesn't mean you start again. But anyway, as I was going to say, yeah, when this game first came out and I saw that intro, it just totally blew me away. I was like, wow. Even though I didn't understand, the words in that intro, but the actual intro itself was enough for me to say, I absolutely like that intro. Because it was just totally, mind-blowing at the time, I just truly, fangasmed over that intro, back when. And yeah, this was done in, obviously, like the thing says, in 2000. And I must have been about 19 or 20 at the time, one of the two. So yeah, that's about 19 years ago, maybe 18, no, 20, who knows. So yeah, that is a long time ago. But anyway, welcome to another Let's Play, and this one I am playing the classic game of Breath of Fire 4, and I'm pretty sure most of you Die Hard fans have played the heck out of this game, just like I did, and I'm pretty sure that some of you seeing this are probably thinking, oh, I remember this game and such, and there are some of you that are probably new to the whole Breath of Fire franchise and probably think, why have I not heard of this game, or, oh, this might be interesting. And I'll recommend to anyone that likes their dragons, fantasies, or even just role-playing games in general, just go and pick it up, and give it a go. Although, I'm not sure how much you can get them for now, but I do believe getting one for the PlayStation 1 might be a little bit pricey. I know for the no, actually, I think the one for the PSP might be pricier than the PS1 one. I have to look that one up. But either way, I know you can get Breath of Fire 4 for the PC quite cheaply, because that's how I managed to got this one. Let's just say I managed to got it for £1, put it that way. I'm not sure how much that is in euros, but basically I got it for £1 basically. So yeah. But anyway, enough of me yakking on and such like that. Let's get on playing this game, and I have never played this game on a PC. I've been so used to using the PlayStation controller for this game. So, knowing or wondering what button does what is going to be alien to me. But hey, here I go. Ah, I found it the start button then. I'm not going to change his name. I'll keep him as Ryu, because why the hell not? Also, I apologise to you guys in advance about the picture quality. It took me ages to configure the whole resolution and such like that to get it to play on the full screen, basically. Well, almost a full screen. I'd like to point out that most of the Breath of Fire games that I've played, the one thing they never disappointed on is on their musics and such, including from the very old ones and that. And even this one, the music really stands out quite. Oh, it's so lovely, you know. And I love the fact that they, that they mixed mixture of 3D graphics with the sprite graphics and such like that. So I will say that is quite a, well, for its time, it was a bold manoeuvre to do that, going from the typical old sprites to its mixed 3D with sprite emotion. So I was trying to find the right words there. Now, I will say to some of you that are new to this game, the designs of the dragons can be a lot different to what some of you may expect, because some people may think, wait, what kind of dragon is this? What kind of dragon is that? And, you know, it may throw you off from time to time. Like that one there. Because I admit, when I first played this and that, and I saw the designs of dragons, I thought, wait, there was the dragons and such? I thought, but then I thought, you know what? How do we know what a dragon looks like? So anything can look like a dragon. Well, doesn't that beat all? Those who play Breath of Fire 3 wouldn't recognise that reference. That I just said there. Now, I will try and slow down when it comes to the old dialogue and such, because I don't want you guys to, you know, miss out on it and such. But I won't go at snail pace, because obviously, if I was to go at snail pace, then it would take too long. So I'll just do what I do in most of my games and such. But I won't do it to the point where, you know, you have to pause the video to read every single thing and such, because otherwise it would just ruin the, well, especially on games like this, it would just ruin the whole thing. Now, I've got to give credit a lot to the whole sprite animation that they used here and such. And even throughout this entire game, I think it's really good how they've done that. You know, like the movements and such. But mind you, they've been pretty good in most of their Breath of Fire games with the sprite animations and such. Right, so it's the arrow keys to move, so which is to run. I'll probably figure that part out in a bit. And obviously here you've got the world map, but well, part of it, and basically you just go around on the world map, and usually when you come across things like that, it usually means something's there and such, as that exampled. But obviously this is part of the whole story, obviously, so it's not a random encounter. Now, not gonna lie, I do like the design of this dragon. I find this one quite fascinating. In fact, a lot of the dragons in the Breath of Fire series I find quite fascinating because some of their designs are just like, not all of them are like your typical dragons. Like this one, for example, is definitely not like your typical dragon. Yes, it has its Dragon Knight structure, but when you see the wings, you think, oh, I never knew, you know, a dragon could have wings like that. Like there, for example. And thus you got the main hero of the story, who happens to be naked. And there's him thinking, I ain't not woken up and I'm expected to get dressed. I just love how he just stands there casually and just looks down at himself. Now, I will say, in this one, well, actually, most of the Breath of Fires that I've known, Ryu doesn't actually speak in this, so it's kind of like how Link is in some ways. No, actually, he does actually do noises, but yeah. So in some ways, like Link in ways, so he's muted, but he only does like the, you know, typical noises when he's in fighting and that. I think it's just meant to throw the player into the actual game and make you sort of like be part of the game or something like that. That's my opinion, of course. I still have to figure out what the controls are on this thing still. I mean, I worked out how to walk on it, just don't know how to run and such. I think I'll figure it out. Now, I am hoping you can still hear the game, like, sounds and such. And also, I'll try not to spoil the game too much with my voice. Now, let's see, obviously you can... Ah, right. The good thing about on this, well, most of the Breath of Fire games, you can actually camp while you're on the world maps, if memory serves. Oh, just trying to think. Did all of them have camp? I know in this one it does, obviously. But yeah. Anyways, let's enter that so I can get a little bit of practice on myself, because I am unsure what to... Well, that's obviously menu. Well, that's obviously the special thing. Because each character has their own special thing. Nina, she can actually fly, well, hover up to actually get a bigger view of the whole area, so you can actually see things more. Ryu, he has his like hack and slash thing for like breaking stuff and so forth. So each of the characters has their own little special things. So how do we remember V's at? So, right, how do you turn angle? That's the thing. Yeah, I'm still working out how to... This is awkward. Wait a minute, does the game support controller? No, it doesn't. That's a pain in the ass. It's alright. I'm good at working things out. Eventually. I can hear a 2 hours later thing coming along. Wait, which one's 2? So... Right, I found the run button. So that's good news. Now, where's the... Oh, wait, I think I found something. Aha. Right, so I found that. By the way, you see what I mean about the sprite animations, and it's quite good, because you know, you literally just there you saw Nina stretch her wings and such like that. And then there's Ryu stretching himself and such, and yeah. So I'm trying to encounter an enemy. Right, on. Which one's the... Ah. Right, V's back and such. Right. Obviously, you know, you got your typical things here, like you got your attack, special's basically your magic. You got your use item, and obviously guard. But for this one, I won't bother to use any magic, I'll just use attack. I know Nina's more strong in her magic areas and such like that. But I'll just rely on attack for now. Wait. Ah, pushing the wrong bloody button. Ah, not the button. Finally, it's C. Fudge. Right. Actually, is there a thing that I could actually learn from that thing? Because if memory serves, if you guard, you can actually learn something from it. I'll see if it does use it special, just in case. I didn't get to use it special, but yeah, sometimes when the bad guys, monsters and such use their specials, you sometimes can learn some of that just by guarding and such. Now, right, I figured out the camera change thing. At least I worked out about that part. Now, what about the rest of it? No, I already worked that part out. Right, reminder to oneself, get a bit of paper and bloody write this stuff down, because holy cow, I can't... Oh. Tab is to change characters. There we go. And obviously, yeah, there's Ryu's specialty. Anyway, let's do one more fight so that I can actually get a hang of this. So yes, Breath of Fire 4, Chapter 1, enter the noob, take whatever. Now, basically, that move is basically more of a wind element than anything else. But as you notice, she's got more healing magic. Ryu, on the other hand, doesn't have any magic yet, but I won't say what his main abilities are yet until further on, because I don't want to spoil it for those who hasn't actually played this. But like in most role-playing games and such like that, every character has their own strengths and weaknesses. Like you saw there, Ryu was more good for his attacks and such like that. Nina for healing and magic area. Ah, fucking grab that thing. There we go. Right. Let's go on the item thing. Nope, didn't want to do that. So I'm just getting used to the whole wait. What do you mean can't use that? Oh, probably maybe at a later time. Gotta remember to note down what keys what here, because I keep forgetting. I would say Argus are pretty much more easy to kill. They're like basically cannon fodder really, but they're also an easy way of leveling up if you want to level up and such, which is highly recommended in most role-playing games. Oops, looks like I've been ambushed. Now you will notice that the screen will either go blue, red or green, and when you before you go into a battle, blue is when you just normally encounter the enemy. Red is when they encounter you before them and they get the first strike on you. I believe that's a preemptive strike if memory serves. And green means that you got the upper hand on them, basically. And the reason why I'm guarding, because I believe that one of these things has a move that I can learn from it, but just waiting for it to use its move. Oh, well, it's not going to use it now. Also, I don't remember the music looping like that. It must be the PC version that does that. Because I know that in the PlayStation version, the music didn't loop so bad like that. That's if memory serves, of course. Right, where am I supposed to go? Oh, fudge, I pushed the wrong thing. Is that... Ah. Wait a minute, it's down here. Oh, I'm an idiot. So I'm trying to get used to things. Okay, let's see what happens. Key guards. Oh, at least I'm getting my levels up. Now, I've got to say, I do love the sound effects that they added into this game as well. Even though, yeah, it is primitive compared to today's, you know, sound effects and such, but back when and such, it was like, wow, you know. For me, it was. Right, let's see if I can learn something from this thing. Even though it probably, if memory serves, I don't think it is a good move, actually. But either way. Oh, you know what? Sod learning moves. Probably do it when I'm a higher level up. There we go. No, I don't think he is all that alright, considering that he just went face first and yeah. Oh look, how convenient. A cave. It's okay, I can simply fart one out. Now in this part it breaks into another character's story here. So it's sort of like, you've got kind of like two stories going on here. You've got one of Ryu and one of this character you're about to see in a moment. Now, at first, some people may get thrown off by this at first because they think, wait, what's going on here? What's this guy all about? But you get to understand once the story goes on. So I would say to anybody first trying this, be patient and such like that, because it does tell you in the actual game and such. Although I will say there are some translation in the English that is misplaced in this game, but however, it's still enough to actually tell you what the game's all about and what's going on. But now I'll get control of this guy. Ooh, hold on. So, yeah, there we go. So I just had him to... Wait, I think I fucked up here. No, I ain't. Ah! Bloody hell. It's not easy doing this on the keyboard, I'll tell you that now. Ugh. There we go. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I do actually like this guy's music. Especially in his battle mode. Especially in the when he's battling the monsters and such. There you go, I had to think of the bloody words here. Just so you know, this guy is uber powerful, so hardly anything can kill him. Because usually most of the times he just one-shots everything, usually. Well, in that case he three-shotted it, but still. That's pretty powerful enough. Oh yeah, the good thing is, whatever you get on this guy, it also gets passed down onto the other characters as well. Like this thing here. Ah, come here. Now, Wisdom Fruit is quite handy. Now, this time I'm ready to shot it. And the one thing I like is how he actually summons up his weapon through just like almost thin air. Obviously, I know it's summoned up through his power and such, but I just like the fact that he just does that. Do you want to take a wild guess who this dragon is? Now, the difference between most of the Breath of Fires and this Breath of Fire is that the dragons in this are summoned up like avatars in some way. but there's still like characters like this guy. He still has like kind of like a dragonish like form, but it's more of a hybrid form, which you will see eventually. So I'm just trying not to talk too much, you know, even though that there's no, you know, verbal words or anything like that. You can easily just read the words, but I just don't want to spoil the scenes so much. Plus, it give me time to memorise the keyboards as well. By the way, are you joining up the dots now? To those who hasn't played this before. I won't say, I do know how this story goes and how it all ends and that, but I'm not going to say it anymore because I don't want to spoil it for those who hasn't actually played it. And I better check what's down here before I go on ahead. Nope, no goodies. Alright, I'll just go on ahead. And... ooh, into here. Ah, C. Duh, I keep pushing X. Now, this is one of his specials, by the way, and you will actually see this special being used with Ryu. And basically, what Meditate is, it allows you to transform into a hybrid form of like a dragon person, where you can actually summon up whatever dragon is selected from the list. Now, there is more than one on the list, but at the moment, you want to get one at first, and then you'll get others along the way. Because you have to find like the crystals and such like that, which shouldn't be a problem to find in this one because they're pretty much easy to find in the fourth one compared to the third one. Now I must admit the third one was very hard to find the crystals. I had to use a guidebook for that. Now I actually love the transformation in this game, how they actually done it, sort of thing. Yes, I know some people say, oh, it's almost like a Dragon Ball Z5 and such like that. And, you know, yeah, I agree with that one. But at the same time, I think it's just one of those epic transformations that I actually like, you know. Oh, that's hurt. Not too much, of course. So I'm just trying to see if I can find anything of use, because usually there is things to use. Now I can actually try and show the actual thing that I was meant to show you before he used his counter, because originally I wasn't meant to actually wasn't intended for him to use his counter, but it's just hope I can get to use the move that I was actually aiming to use. Nope, he's going to use his counter again. Yep, he is. Okay. I guess I have to save it for the boss round then. But the good thing is he has plenty of AP to allow him to transform into that. And AP is basically like magic points or ability points. Bloody keyboard. Gotta get used to this thing. Yeah, some plants and such do hurt characters in this game, but luckily this guy's got plenty of life. Oh shit. Okay, obviously these things got counter as well. Well, fuck you, mate. Wait, can I go down it? No, I can't. You have to forget the way I'm moving things about. Doing this by keyboard is not an easy thing. But luckily this game has... well, I wouldn't call it... Yeah, luckily this game is a little bit more slow-paced compared to most of the games I've been playing. Basically, you get the hint of betrayal in this game quite a lot, especially from some of the Imperials. Now, this boss round is pretty easy to deal with, especially if you've got any boss round with this guy. It's pretty easy to deal with because he's just like uber powerful and such. Ooh. Yeah, and plus the fact he's got plenty of life in him, that makes him quite vulnerable. Now, as you can see, there is a lot of well, not a lot of skills on this exactly, but there's a bit more skills now since he's gone into that form. Obviously, Eraser will summon up the dragon. Then you've got the Frost Strike, Wild String, basically Bing, which is water, Death. But that Death won't work on this guy because obviously he's the boss round. What I'll do is I'll show you the one that doesn't cost any AP. And that does quite a bit of damage, it does. More damage than what he's doing to me, basically. And another thing you will notice, when you transform into those forms, you do actually gain a lot of life, or HP. Now, I'm going to show you Frost Strike. Now, obviously, frost is, or water-based elements is hurting this guy because this guy is mostly fire. But however, it also goes vice versa because he's using fire against him. Whoops, and that's also doing damage to him. Although not as lot. Oh, that one's better. Although not as lot compared to what I'm doing. See. Although, when you're in this form, it does take AP over time. So, that's the one thing you've got to watch out for. Especially if you're using it, if you're using it constantly, just bear that in mind. It does use up a lot of AP. So, with these powerful forms, does come a downside to it, or limitation. But, however, it's not that much of a downside or limitation. Once you work your way up, it becomes a whole lot better. I'm going to use that Frost Strike because that was actually quite effective. Now, did you notice that the life just went down quite a bit there? So it just kind of doubles your life in some way. And you will notice that he's a level 64, so he's a high level basically, but for a good reason. take note of the words "not complete" when you said that there. You will start to join the dots up eventually. Because you will notice there's a connection between this guy and Ryu. But I'm not saying anything more than that. Now, another thing I will make note of is when you do actually play as this guy, you have to get used to the way he talks and such, because he does talk in a very old, I think it's Latin tone, if I got that right. Or Old English, basically. So I've got to leg it. Whoa. But I will give proper props to the animation that they'd used back then and such, especially for like how they trying to reenact the whole fire scene and such like that. You know, giving the humid look in that area and such. I mean, for its time, it was really good, and even to today's standards, I still find this pretty good. I know some people will say, well, you know, but I have a different opinion to it. But then again, I do have a much more love for the, you know, really old games and such. But don't get me wrong, I do love the new games, so don't get me wrong there. And are we back to the main guy, main lot? Sorry, main guys. What the hell am I on? Right. Let's get myself to a camp so I can set. Push the one button. Ugh. Right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set up camp and save here. And call it a night, because I definitely do need to get some rest. And as you can tell, this is basically the camp. And I do like these little things that they add in the Breath of Fire games. Do add things like the camp system and such. I find it very handy because you know, it allows your characters to rest and recover all their stats and such. Because you've got the option of rest, save, even your skills and masteries and such. Well, the master part is when you learn from different teachers that you get in this game. Skills is obviously that you can learn off of monsters and such, and obviously you know what save and rest are. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to save right here, and I hope you enjoyed what I've done so far, and hopefully next time I'll remember what key does what. You watch, I'll probably forget after a while, and I'll be like, I knew I should have made a note of that. But hey, that's where the fun comes into it. Anyway, till next time, people. Peace out.